Yo, what is popping, guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown for week 2 of the PMC. It's been a very rough battle for me to take it, to go ahead. I absolutely get bodied in this game. I played super bad throughout the battle, which is kind of annoying, but we'll definitely go over it because I feel like it's a good learning thing to show off how you have to play in certain matchups and how to recognize the mistakes you made. Last week I started off with the loss 1-0 versus Trevor, where I think I played exceptionally well, but it came down to some plays and he preserved his win counts just a little bit better and had a Tapu Koko set that I didn't expect would be able to one versus one my Tangrowth. So there were maybe one or two plays that I would have liked to have back, but overall I feel like I played this game really well. That's not the case in this battle. I will this will be my worst loss I ever got in the league format, which is kind of crazy. We're facing Panther 2 and his Carolina Clefables, by the way. Obviously, my matchup was terrifically bad. Like I absolutely have nothing for Diggersby. A banded Diggersby to kills my entire team. Sword Stance Diggersby is very hard to stop for me because my entire team is pretty slow, and besides Megalopony, Mew, and potentially Crawlon, I don't have anything to revenge kill it. So Diggersby basically will get 2 or 3 kills versus me. There's nothing I can do. Hydreigon with the Z Crystal also beats his counters that I have on my team. I have a Spadef Gligar that can take any one hit, but if I switch into a Dark Pulse and then he hits me with a Z Draco or something, I just drop. Same with Tangrowth. I can't switch into Draco Meteor or Dark Pulse, but then if he has the Inferno Overdrive with the Fire Blast or something, he just kills me. So Victini is also another problem. Banded Victini even to it KOs Dradigon, but Dradigon obviously has a rough skin Rocky Helmet, so it can at least get some damage off, as well as hitting a Sucker Punch or something. But overall, Victini just beats my squad as well. So that's a terrible matchup, but I still built a squad that I felt could win this matchup. I got Spadef Gligar with Roost, Defog, Earthquake, and Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace obviously for Virizion and some other stuff that he didn't bring. For example, Hawlucha, which kind of is a threat to my team, but also basically sweeps my entire squad. I bring Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, Sucker Punch, Dradigon just here to get some chip damage off on his physical threat. I bring a Violet Magneton. It's here to basically trap the Scammer, even though I think he will bring the Shed Shell on this, or maybe even a natural gift ground with the Epicot Berry, which would also make sense if you is speed invested or something. It has Toxic and then dual step plus Volt Switch, obviously. Tangrowth is Assault Vest variant, Mega Lopunny, High Jump Kick Return, Encore, and I forgot the last move. I think it's Retaliate, but didn't get to click that. Encore, obviously, just to potentially lock Skarmory into Roost if he wants to stall me out or something, or just encoring Diggersby into Sword Stance if he gives me a chance, or Victini into substitute Virizion into setup move, all of the good stuff. Mew is here to basically be my sweeper. I bring Mew with the Fightinium Z, Aura Sphere, Earth Power, Thunderbolt, and Nasty Plot. Has a very good chance to sweep his team if he doesn't bring a Scarfer. Even if he brings a max speed Electabuzz that outspeeds me, it can't really touch me, and I can just kill it with the Earth Power after Rock. So if I get up a nasty plot for free, I have a very good chance of winning the game once I weaken the Virizion to 60 or 70%, where the Aura Sphere will kill it. And then he has to sack 4 or 5 months to, or 3 or 4 months to my Mew, to kill me with the Volt Switch from Electabuzz, unless he has a Scarf variant of Diggersby or Victini or the Hydreigon, but I doubt he would bring those. So I guess we should hop right into it and see where I misplayed and talk about like what I should have done, what I should not have done. I lead off with my Tangled because I don't want to lose a lead matchup versus Hydreigon and DGSB. Works are just fine because I can here like just fire off either a knockoff or a focus blast, knowing that he probably doesn't want to burn his Z move turn one if he has it. He just goes for the U-turn as I fire off a knockoff to see like if he's a Z move variant or to like knock off the choice scarf, which would come in handy versus for my Mewtwo sweep. Like basically this team is designed to set up a Mew sweep. Obviously it doesn't work out, but it's designed to do so. I get a knockoff off on the income of Rizion and I knock off his leftover, so it shows me that it's probably a defensive variant. I don't know what exactly it was for, but yeah, he goes for a toxic, so he's definitely definitely defensive. Also, like this aerial ace does absolutely nothing. Um, that's definitely max HP and close to max defense, depending on the role, I guess. But like, I don't really know what this was for, but I guess for the Crawdon, it makes sense because Crawdon is a threat. But besides that, like, it doesn't really do much versus my team besides like spraying toxic. So I realize there's nothing, and I can like switch out here because I know Tangrowth will get toxic stalled eventually. Dratigan comes in. I could set up my rocks here, but I don't really want to like catch the toxic, so I double out into my Magneton, just trying to get some what's it called to get some like momentum back in my favor. Now obviously I have to fear the close combat. I just want to like get in my Mew or my Lopunny safely to like get a big hit off on this, or even my Galaga, which can definitely 2 KO it. So I have to switch out again, pulling a nice triple here into my Mew, and yeah, force him to close combat. Obviously, don't have anything to I don't have anything to hit this with, so I have to switch out once more into my Magneton, predicting him to go into either Electabuzz or Skarmory. So he goes into Electabuzz, seems to be his initial switch, and maybe it's like just like a Scarf variant that can always volt switch out the depending on like depending on I don't know what I want to say, but like here Magneton is in versus Electabuzz and I forced the Virizion out, which kind of was a threat because like Toxic is annoying. So here I could go for the Volt Switch. I like I'm I know I'm slower than this thing. I'm not Scarf Magneton, but like I don't wanna let him know that I'm not Scarf. But like I don't want to get hit by a Focus Blast either. So I could potentially go for the Volt Switch here, which I think would have been the better play in hindsight. Because like he probably can't really touch me. Focus Blast doesn't even kill me because I'm inviolate. So he goes for the Volt Switch on my Tangrowth and sends out his Hydreigon. That's fine with me. Can't really do much to me, I think. But I just go back out into my Gligar. So the first 8 turns on this match have just been switches for me trying to put myself in a position where I can like get some momentum back. But he plays it really well with the Volt turn action and like the Virizion that like the set definitely works out for him, even though like I feel it's like not like the perfect set he could have brought against my team because it just doesn't do much besides firing off toxics and then like um, stopping Crawdon. But I was never bringing Crawdon to this game anyway because like his entire team is faster and I can't kill all of his faster threats with Aqua Jet anyway. So yeah. I go back into my Gligar, he fires off the flamethrower, so that's fine. Still Gligar can't touch this thing and I have to like switch out back into my Magneton. And now is where the game really starts going badly for me. He goes for the U-turn, so I know he's not scarfed. I like kind of thought he would be scarfed, just to make sure he can beat a setup Mew with some chip damage off of me because setup Mew like an offensive Mew without any investment takes like 80% from the scarf Dark Pulse. And now Diggersby comes in, and in a matchup, as you see, like I switched 8 turns in a row, or 6 turns in a row. I don't know. The thing is, in a matchup that's that bad for me, I should never play as passively as I did. Like, I should never do that. And like, I basically knew he was going to, like, try to get Digger Spear on a slow Volt Switch or U-turn or something, and the way he tries to bring it in shows me that this has to be a setup variant. And if it's a setup variant, he has the Sword Stance, the Quick Attack, the Return, and the Earthquake. Like guaranteed, that's his coverage. Which means that like Tangrowth can always live one hit, and so can Gligar. Um, Here, like as stupid as I am, I will just switch out instead of going for the Flash Gun. I know there's no chance he's going for the Earthquake when I have a potential defensive Tangrowth in the bag or like a Gligar that can always take at least one hit. I basically have three plays here, or more so two plays. One is Flash Cannon here to put him in range for like any other attack because Flash Cannon does over 50%, or going hard into Lopunny. That would be kinda rough, but Lopunny can take one unboosted return and can take a plus two quick attack as well. So these are my two plays. I don't make any of those, even though I know like during the battle like I was super tired, but that shouldn't be like an excuse. But I knew he was going to Sword Dance, but I still make the stupid play and go into my Dradigon, hoping that I get some chip damage off on it. Now obviously Dradigon can't really do much. I have to force him to go for the Earthquake, but he goes for the return, surprisingly. Earthquake seems to be a roll. He said later in the game, and my Gligar just dropped. So I sack one Mon here without getting any chip on Digger Spear. And here, I have to bring my Lopunny, fire off the high jump kick, and like try to revenge it. But obviously he saves the Digger Spear because it puts in so much work. I miss my jump kick, which definitely sucked. Obviously, like after playing terribly, I get the Hex in against me, but yeah, like the way I played, like I deserved to get Hex. Like I played so passively and so badly. Like in a match where you like where you can't where you just get like your wall core broken by a super offensive mon like by such a big threat like Digger Speed, you can never play passively. Like always make the aggressive play. If it means sacking one mon, so be it. But don't allow your opponent to um, to ship down your team one mon by one mon and like put you in a position where you can't really win. Skarmory comes in, it's not really a count. I will just fire off another high jump kick, knowing that he will go for the stealth rock, and he reveals to be weak armor. Um, that shows me that he definitely has like speed investment, but I have a very speedy Lopunny. And like the roll that I got here on the high jump kick means that he has to have like some significant investment in bulk, and like I couldn't quite figure out the set, and like wasn't sure if he had like any speed investment at all, or if he had like enough speed to outspeed my Lopunny, which had like quite a bit of speed. So yeah, like he needed like a lot of speed investment to outspeed me at +2, and like I wasn't sure if he had it. I just fired off another high jump kick here in order to like um, get like the game back into my favor, but that's never the play. Never risk the high jump kick on the +2 Skarmory when you don't really know it, when you don't like exactly know it's there. Like had I gone like a min roll on the max defensive Skarmory, I knew that I could have stayed in, but yeah, I know that like a Brave Bird potentially kills me, and what I should have done is going hard into Magneton and go from there. But for no reason I sacked my Lopunny here, just banking on him not being fast. And now I go into my Magneton. I'm Magnet Pull, I know he has to have the Shed Shell. He didn't reveal any item. He either has the Shed Shell or the Epical Berry Natural Ground, none of which I really want to take. So again, I have two plays here. Like obviously I could T-Bolt, but T-Bolt is definitely the worst play. During the match, like I always knew what plays I should make, but I didn't make them anyway for whatever reason. So I will go for the Thunderbolt here, but in hindsight I had two plays. One was doubling out into my Tangrowth to catch the incoming Digger Speed because he has to have the Shed Shell, or to go for the Flash Cannon to prevent his Digger Speed from setting up, which would be like which would be very helpful for me. But as stupid as I am, I go for the Volt Switch or for the Thunderbolt here. Yeah, I go for the Volt Switch, and he gets in his Digger Speed. Now I know he will go for another SD, but obviously, like all I can do is just Flash Cannon, which does quite a ton. But now I have to sack another Mon, and that's kind of rough. Obviously, I go into my Tangrowth on the Earthquake. Um, like obviously I can eat that, but doesn't matter. I think I just sack off here. What do I do? I go into my magneton to return, right? Um, but like this damage shows that I'm Eviolite, so I can't really bluff. Can't really bluff this stuff. I don't know why I let my Tango take damage there either. But now I can go into my Dragon and hope for the Sucker Punch plus Rocky Helmet to knock him out. Like the game is totally over here. Like I still could potentially win, and I don't get 6 out at least, but it would need a giant choke for him um, to beat me. I have to go into Tangrowth here in order to put Hydreigon in range for an Aura Sphere. I'll just go for the Focus Blast here I could make, and now I could potentially win this game with my Mew still, depending on his sets and depending on if he chokes. In the chat, I hit him here with like, ah yeah, you're the first person to ever get a 5 over with me, hoping that he would switch out on my nasty plot. Like I could get the revenge kill for the differential, but like it doesn't make sense. If I want to win the game, I have to nasty plot up here, which I will do. Like I could potentially win this game, but he stays in and just fires off the Z move, showing off the Black Hole Eclipse, and that will just knock out my Mew. So this game was 23 turns, pure destruction. Terrible matchup, obviously for me, but I played like I've never seen myself play as badly as I did in this battle. Like I don't know why, but like it was like absolutely terrible. Like I'm kind of ashamed to upload it, but it always is like a good way of showing how you in a matchup that doesn't favor you, you have to make aggressive plays. I played passively throughout the entire match, and that absolutely cost me. Like out of the 23 turns like that happened in this game, like I think 15 or so were switches on my part, like which is crazy. I switched for the first like 9 turns of the battle, never got any momentum, played very badly around his Digger Spear, allowed him to like completely break through my wall core. I sacked my Lopunny for no reason, trying to make an aggressive play where a safe play would have been the way better choice, and basically I sacked my Wincom there because like Lopunny versus his squad, Lopunny still had a very decent chance of winning the game. Had I not missed the high jump kick, I could have lived like a scarfed hit from Victini even, and then like maybe win the entire game with Lopunny, but yeah, it didn't work out as you see. Like I should have never sacked my Lopunny because after saying I was like, wait, I don't have anything for Digger's B besides Sucker Punch Dredigon. So yeah, that was pretty bad. Um, yeah, what do we take from this battle? Like I'm 0-2 now in the PMC. Like I'm not worried. There's still 8 weeks left, and I can easily make playoffs. I'm like used to starting slow in leagues. Like I started 0-2 in the NPL last season, made the playoffs. I started 0-2 in the ITL and made the playoffs. Like it's not that big of a deal, but obviously I want to win every game, and I like I'm like not very happy with the way I played. I'm not very happy with my prep, even though I think it was like it was a solid prep, but because like like versus the matchup I had, I still feel like had I played my cards correctly, I could have won this game. But maybe I should have brought my Pyukumuku for the SD Digger speed, knowing that he wouldn't go like life up or something to it KO me. Like that definitely would have been a play, and like Pyukumuku would have definitely be like a big threat to his team. Like if I brought like um, a so toxic set, like it could have like potentially walled his entire squad. Like Dradigon plus Pyukumuku check like every threat he brought. Like obviously Hydreigon was pretty annoying, but it was like not that hard to chip it down, and I could potentially like revenge kill with Lopunny. But yeah, hindsight is always 2020. But like if anyone watches this, like make sure to take notes because playing passively is not gonna cut it versus um, solid opponents and bad matchups. Like you gotta make the aggressive plays. You gotta play recklessly even at some points in order to like get momentum back on your favor. And I just didn't do that. Next week we are playing. I don't even know what the team name is. I think Winnipeg Blue Blastoise. Another bad matchup with versus stuff like Mega Gardevoir and Mammoth Run. But I built a nice heat squad that I hope will work out and get me my first win. But yeah, we should be good in a couple of weeks. Like at the end of the season comes down to like to my record in week 10 and not to my record in week 2. So yeah, I shouldn't like we shouldn't be too worried about that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed despite me getting absolutely blown back. I guess some people will like to see that as well because like usually I'm usually I don't get bodied that badly. Like it was my worst loss in the league format, but yeah, what can you do? GG to my opponent. He played this game very well. It didn't allow me to get any momentum. He brought his Diggersby in whenever he needed to get a kill, and like he played a perfect game. Not gonna lie, like I gotta respect him for that. But if we play again, I think I will definitely be in a better position. I will definitely play my squad differently. Like if we play in the playoffs, I'm coming for you, buddy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and a comment if you did, and yeah, I think I catch you at some point next week with ITO week 12 or 13 or something, and then like obviously PMC week 3 ITL playoffs that are coming up and shit like that. So see ya then.